Welcome back to Crazy Bill's Garage, and today I got for you Castrol, the new Castrol synthetic oil filter, and a Fram Ultra Synthetic. So figuring let's do two with the name, with the word actually, of synthetic in the name. So we got Ultra Synthetic and the Castrol Synthetic Oil Filter. Both of the same size. This one for the Fram Ultra Synthetic is the XG2870A. And for the Castrol CAS 2870. So we got the same size oil filter going against each other here. We're going to see how this all works out. Well, at least we hope we're going to see how it all works out as I hit the camera because I'm moving things on a little desk beside where the camera sits. But let me get these boxes opened up and we'll get on with it. Well, hopefully this mic is working. I had to switch mics in between filming this part here because the other mic, went dead. Totally dead. I gotta remember to charge these mics up. But here we have the Castrol. Very nice looking, I would say. And the Fram. Feels quite a bit lighter, by the way. We'll get a weight on those. Now, the GK is made, and well, I'm not saying it's made, but who supplies the Castrol filter to Castrol? Well, that is actually this little right up here. I saw Castrol partners with GK Industries to launch a range of filters in North America. Now, this was in 2024. So, yes. And on the bottom here, if you can read that, you will see GK Industries on there. Oh, hold it. That was the wrong thing. Right here. GK Industries. Distributed by, yes, GK Industries. There we go. And Fram, it's just Fram. Well, let me get my shot here. Is that a good shot? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. There we go. Let's get a weight on these. It really does feel like the Castrol is much heavier than the Fram. So I first want to get this on ounces. So there we go. We're on ounces. We'll do Fram first. 10.819 ounces. That's decent for a filter. And now the Castrol. 12.483 ounces. That's quite a bit more. We'll do that in grams, the one I know. There we go. 353.9 grams. That's a lot. And compared to 306.7 grams. Still, that's pretty beefy for both filters. I'm not kidding. That's pretty good size. Well, this one, of course, everyone believes, and so do I, that it is made in China. So I believe it's made in China, too. It just feels like it. And probably, well, as we saw, for GK Industries. And here is the good old Fram made in the USA. And it still is right now. And now we have the base gaskets out. And I'm just going to do a measurement on both of these. And we'll see. Let's see. 5.93 millimeters. Going that way. 4.44 millimeters going that way for the Castrol. And 4.80 for the Fram Ultra. And 3.91. Doesn't matter what size, right? They probably work the same as good as they can. Well, all their job is to seal the filter to the mount on the oil filter housing. So this one's pretty well beefier, and you can even see which one is actually beefier here. The GK, I keep calling it GK now, Castrol, is beefier than the Fram, and that is typical. And we'll check that out by weight. Okay, since I know the beefier one is GK, I'm going to keep saying that. Castrol. There we go. In grams, 4.9 grams for the Fram. And for the Castrol, 7 grams. So quite a bit more material in there for sealing up that filter to the housing. And that probably doesn't really mean a ton, but believe me, some cases it does mean a ton. So next, I'm going to open them up. So what one do you think has a real spring in it? Is it the one that's leaned all the way up and has beautiful, ooh, look at that, beautiful filtration there, I can see. Or this one that's actually laying flat on there? Well, we all know which one. But first, I'll take them off. There we go. Is that one? Oh, man, look at this thing. Why, Fram? And there's this one. Well, first, we'll look at the Castrol. Large inlet holes. How many threads I got there? 4 threads. Very hefty, I gotta say. Like compared to, this got a big thick piece of steel in here as a base on these. And I'm gonna just see how much it weighs in grams. 120.9 grams. I just want to compare it to 113 grams. It's not terrible, but this, you want a nice base to really get these things sealed up. You don't want to put them on too tight, though. Just hand tight is good enough, but you don't want your base flexing. But this too, it's a pretty good base. And what is that stuff in there? What is that? Is that the oil they spray in these things so they don't rust? Like, look at that. Got a little nail here. Oh, it is. It's oily. So, yeah, it's oily. Maybe that's what they spray in so they don't rust. But, could be. Not sure. But, you know what? It has 4 threads also. Not bad. It's got 8 inlet holes. So, it's not terrible. Of course, this one only has 7 inlet holes. But they're bigger inlet holes. Very nice, though. Very nice bases on actually both of them. And I believe now we have silicone anti-grain back valve. Maybe a silicone or acrylic. Not sure. I thought it was silicone. Feels, not sure. Don't ask me to do a burn test again. Because we know this one's silicone. But I'm pretty sure I've read around this is silicone also. Very nice though. Very, very nice. Oh, better put that on the right side. Don't want to get it mixed up with the Fram. Now, here comes the big thing. We'll just take out this. Put this aside. Yeah. And this, real spring. Very, very nice. Real spring. Oh, there's none in here. Oh, right. It's on the bottom. Okay. Oh, we're going to check these out, though. Let us see how thick this one for the Castrol is. Because I know 0.54. There goes my cat walking through over there, my black cat. Just in the kitchen on mouse duty. 0.54. Wow. 0.54. It's over half a millimeter. Now, 0.35. Come on, Castrol. Oh, Castrol. Now I call it Castrol. Come on, Fram Ultra. You guys used to be such a nice filter. By the way, there's the date on this one. So you can check it out. There was nothing really on. Oh, yeah, there is. 25015. I'm guessing 2025. So, very nice. Very, very nice. By the way, I have switched to using a few Castrols on a few of my vehicles. Just to let you know. Much thinner. You know, they used to be pretty thick on the Ultra. They were nice back then. What can I say? They are what they are, right? Okay, now we get to the filtration part. So, look at this synthetic filtration. I believe this is synthetic. It's on there. It's just nice stuff. Oh, we have the the bypass. Let's give that a check for sure. Well, it works. All right, I don't need one for this. I can just push down on this. Yeah, that is a pretty. They're both pretty good for spring tension on there. All right, I gotta take this off too. There we go. Oh, there's still no rubber around there. Oh, that's too bad. Too bad. But it was hard to get off, so it was stuck in there pretty good. Oh yeah, it just kind of clips right in. Well, okay, that's a better fit than I usually get out of these. Oh, that's got spring. That's got a lot of spring tension on that one. Not bad. And as you notice, the size difference. You know, the size difference here. There is a bit of a size difference on these. Well, I guess I better count some pleats up. Oh, I never did show you the filtration on this one here. There we go. Supposed to be, I don't know. Is this synthetic filtration? It was supposed to be. Not really built the way I like it, but it probably works just fine. So there we go. We got 49 pleats on the Castrol. But we have 52 pleats on the Fram Ultra Synthetic. This is different type of filtration than I believe I seen last time when I took one of these Ultras apart. Last time the filtration just seemed like it was just normal paper filtration. This seems different. Are they doing a game-changing thing here again? That's why you got to do these over and over again, because they switch things all the time on these filters. It's kind of a thing they do. Well, they do say this is dual-layered synthetic blend media. And yeah, I'm sure it is, but this is truly synthetic. No blend about it. Which one's better? I don't know yet. I'm going to cut these off, and we're going to find out. Oh, and both of these are rated for 20,000 miles or 32,000 kilometers. So far, which one would you want in your vehicle for up to 20,000 miles? Hopefully you'll be using synthetic oil to get up to that 20,000 miles. And you better use some good synthetic oil, because I don't know too many oils that last past 8, 9, 10,000 miles. Even though there's lots of guys out there saying that, oh, it's great, it's great. I'm not that kind of person. I changed mine a lot earlier because there are so many bad things suspended in oil getting through filters, just wearing out your engine. Don't let car companies tell you to not change your oil until you can do it later. It'll last longer. Your car won't last longer if you do that. Oh my, I've started to rant on that. I'm sorry, let's get back to this. All right, I've already taken off the steel strip on both of them. This thing is so oily. I gotta wipe that off. Now let's get back to it. All right. Oh, I see something neat there. Oh, well, this cuts. By the way it's cutting, you might be able to tell that there is a... I don't know the word for it. What's the word for the backing on there? It's got sort of a mesh backing on here. That's kind of, I think, well, I don't know if I can show it. Yeah. Can I get this in the light here? You can see that mesh there. It's got a mesh backing on here. That, oh, did I not get through here completely? I don't think I did. There we go. There, I should have got through now. But there we go. Now we can see the tube. I like a holy tube. Come on. Who can't like a holy tube? Like, oil flows through pretty easy. Not as easy as an E-cord, but flows through pretty easy. I know there's no tests have been done to see if they flow any better than with louvers. I'm just looking over at that Fram. Something I noticed. It has louvers. Oh, is it really Fram? Fram hardly uses louvers on anything, don't they? On their X-Guard, their Tough Guard. They don't use louvers on there. They use a pretty holy tube is what they do. This is a solid tube. Well, there we go. I got that. Let's get to this Fram. Does it have any backing on it? I don't even think it says that anymore. So, probably not. But it is supposed to be dual layer. Some way or another. Yes, let's this stuff is a little harder to cut than that true synthetic over there. Stuff is pretty solid. No, but you can certainly see the dual layer. I don't remember seeing them like this last time. So, don't know. But you see the louvers. They look pretty punched out. They look pretty good. Like I said, there's no tests that I know of that have been done to say whether the holes work better or the louvers. So I leave that to your discretion on what you would like to use. That's up to you. So there we go. We got the two. So, you know what? I want to weigh the filtration. Let's see, we got first for the Castrol, 24.9 grams. That's pretty chunky. And now for the Fram, 24.9 grams. What is going on? 24.9. We have exact on both. That is something we've never had before. Exact weights on filtration that I have cut apart. Now that is something. But we do see something. Put these edge to edge. There you go. We see that we have at least half an inch here. Maybe quarter inch. We'll say 3/8 of length. Width better. So, yes. But let's get this here, and we're going to measure how thick. And this could be tainted because of this mesh backing on here. But we're going to try our best. So, 0.86. I know this mesh backing is skewing that 0.85, so we're going to go with that. And we'll go with this 0.67. It's not bad. Not bad, but this mesh backing is obviously kind of getting in the way here of, and there's no way, I think, no, there's no way to pull that off, really. But if the mesh backing wasn't there, this is probably a really good flowing oil filter. Feels pretty good. Let me go and measure out and see how much filtration we have on both. So here we are. The Fram was 53 inches long, or 134.5 centimeters. The width, 3 1/4 inch, or 8.5 centimeters. Pretty good size there. Not bad. The Castrol, 43 inches, 109 centimeters, 3 inches wide, or 7.5 centimeters. Might be a little over 7.5 centimeters. I'm not good with centimeters and stuff like that, so it might be a little over. Okay, now what are we going to do? Let's do a rip test. Nope, can't rip this. Too strong. Not at all. So let's try. Feels pretty solid, though. This does feel solid. Very nice. And next, we're going to look at the microscope. So there we are looking at the Castrol oil filter. Look at that synthetic material there. It is a nice looking material. Until you get it wet with oil and it gets all messed up, then it just looks like any other filter, you know. But right now it's so nice white and it's very nice synthetic looking. So we'll take a look at the backside. So there's the backside with the mesh and everything, and yeah, it looks pretty good. You can see that oil can get right through or right around that mesh, and well, it's a nice looking filter. I do have to say so myself. Yeah, we're looking at it. We're looking at the Fram. I don't think this synthetic part on the outside is going to be doing very much at all. When you can see right back to the second layer on here, I'm thinking that did they just try to make it look pretty so it looks good? But as you can see right to the back side. And it's not on thick enough to really actually probably do anything in what I'm thinking. I tried to find a better spot to see if it was covered better, but you know, it's not. It's not. Oil's just going to get right through there. Like, compared to the Castrol and its synthetic, like this, I thought this was looking okay, you know, before I actually look at it through a microscope and see that, you know, we're at, what are we in at? We're at 650 times in. So yeah, this is what we're looking at here. You know, oil will find its way through these little places here and get into the backside of this, where I'm sure it's just kind of like paper. So we're going to show you the backside. And yes, I'm sure we're just looking at cellulose on the backside here. It looks like cellulose. It's got all the strands that look like cellulose. Believe me, looking through the microscope, it looks better than through the camera here. Actually, the camera makes it look better than it really is. So, nothing I can do about that. That's the mystery of filming. But, yeah, this is just kind of, I don't know. It's probably sad that they actually just put that first layer on there. Should have just made a double layer of this and made it, you know, the way it's supposed to be. So I even think when it's sitting here, you can see the dark spots through here. I just put a light coat of, you know, synthetic on here to make it seem like it was doing anything. I don't think it's actually doing anything other than, wow, this is nice. Got the real spring, nice base, nice canister. This, that's the way Fram went. It's like, sure, if you use them, don't be afraid to use them. It's still probably just fine. But this one is above. It's they cost about the same, by the way. Castrol and the Fram Ultra Synthetic were about the same price. But you know why I wouldn't use one of these Castrols? Because I can get a GK synthetic from place in Winnipeg. Yeah, I'm in Canada. Place from Winnipeg, and it's this without saying Castrol on it, and it's like, last time I got it, it was like $10. And I'm running a few of those. I'm running a few Castrols too on some of my vehicles. I don't run Fram Ultra on anything anymore. I used to be a good user of the Fram Ultra Synthetic, but not anymore. But yeah, I run the GK synthetic ones. They work just as good for a bit cheaper. You know, it's a bit cheaper, like $5, $6, $7, $8 cheaper than a Castrol. So yeah, that's why I run the GK. And they're easy to get. So are the Castrol though. So is the Ultra. They're all easy to get. Well, thanks for watching. Give me your comments on what one you think you like, and if you don't like either, it's up to you. So yeah, until, well, whenever my next video is. Thanks.